y bienvenidos a todos. Muchas gracias por asistir. Mi nombre es Ana Kazumi Estal y soy la directora del programa que tiene la Universidad de Nueva York en Buenos Aires. Es un honor estar aquí de parte de la Universidad de Nueva York en Buenos Aires para abrir el evento de esta jornada hoy, un evento que organizamos en conjunto con el equipo del Museo Sitio de Memoria ESMA. Asisten desde Estados Unidos, Europa, incluso Abu Dhabi en Emiratos para expresar por qué estar a favor de la candidatura del Museo Sitio de Memoria ESMA para ser declarado Patrimonio de la Humanidad.
And nomination of heritage sites is more about the future than of the past, because the nomination process, especially when you do that through a UNESCO, is actually been forever. And if you think about forever, then we don't know even what forever means. And then the next sentence would be, we do it for future generations. We have no ideas who those future generations are. And what are we selecting for them? So I think it's very, very interesting to see how strong this side of memory is now, but also have to realize what it will do in 100 years.
ESMA also exemplifies what critical, self-reflective curation looks like. And I want to give one, what I find to be a fascinating example. Recently, ESMA had a temporary exhibition called Ser Mujeres en la ESMA, about the experience of women who were imprisoned in ESMA. But they also used this temporary exhibition as a moment to reevaluate their own permanent exhibition and to look at where women and women's experiences of the site had been left out of that permanent exhibition.
And ex-ISMA, for those students who at NYU who spent their junior year at NYU Buenos Aires, was a pivotal visit in their creating these spaces. So I very much agree and hope very much that ex-ISMA becomes a global heritage site and one that's filled with process, with creativity, and with affirming the dignity of each human being. Thank you very much.
We just celebrated Passover, and in Passover, we're told that we have to remember our liberation from slavery. We have to remember this injustice. To preserve justice, and we have to remember as though we had been there. We're instructed to remember even though we haven't been there. And so this reminds me a lot, looking at the school-aged kids who would go to ex-ESMA, who didn't live through the dictatorship, and what does it mean to remember something that you haven't personally lived through, and how this is such an important exercise in continuing justice.
La Argentina, como dije, es un país que ha hecho un consenso básico social de una cultura nunca más, pero siempre tenemos que seguir trabajando en esta alertidad. Siempre hay que construir esta interpelación permanente al pasado para construir el presente y el futuro que queremos. Así que